Welcome to the good life.
Let's dive in. Our 2x2 for today.
2x2.
You're riding high from this Denver Nuggets win yesterday, right? At the time of recording this, at the time of going live just yesterday, right? Yesterday? Monday?
Monday.
Okay, Monday. Yeah, Monday.
Monday.
2 days ago. Monday, Denver Nuggets won the NBA Finals. They won the NBA championship, going only 5 games. My predictions were totally off. I said the Miami Heat in 5. It was clearly not that. It was Denver in 5. Could be. I think you said Denver in 7 or 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Kudos to you on the win. But man, not just the fact that the Denver Nuggets won the NBA Finals, which is great. Heat put up a great fight, but specifically talking about the star player or their main player, we call him the Joker, Nikola Jokic.
Nikola Jokic.
Jokic.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
Jokic. I'm pretty sure. We're good.
That
there.
sounds right. That sounds right.
Jokic. But either way, just getting a chance to watch him. We might have said this on the podcast earlier. I can't remember. But I could not see him being the face of the NBA at all. Right. I was like, I don't think this guy could do it. He's just this lanky Serbian guy, right? Just I don't know. He didn't look like the face. But after seeing him win this championship, man, we were saying this off camera. He's really grown on me. He seems like a really genuine, cool guy, and just the fact that he doesn't care as much about what's happening in his NBA career, like it's just low on his priority list, is awesome. I think just an awesome characteristic. Tell me your thoughts, man. What are your thoughts on this guy, the Joker, and the Denver Nuggets?
First of all, congratulations to the Denver McChicken Nuggets. We're going to have to I will have to officially retire the name and give you your due respect because you have earned it, man. First championship in NBA and franchise history. And, I love sports because I love the culture of sports. I believe it's a microcosm for life where we can it kind of runs in dog years, right? And we see the same sort of things that I think everybody experiences in life, but we get to see them deal with it in a different terrain and get to learn lessons from it. With that said, I find the Joker particularly interesting because he sort of, just as Steph Curry changed the game, I believe the Joker can change the game. Now we have kids here walking around in NBA shooting from half court consistently. Like we've never seen that before. It almost doesn't. I saw a video on Instagram. I'm like, what is this? They just took turns to shooting from half court. They would dribble like 5 steps, then shoot it and make it. It's insane. All right. I think the Joker is also going to change things, or will continue to change things in this direction that's already started. What direction is that? Let's look at the last 3 MVPs. All right, we have Joker with 2, Embiid with 1, and Giannis with 1. All international big men. All right, I think that's really interesting to see, the direction of it as the NBA continues to put more emphasis on growing the game globally. I'm curious to see how many more kids in Serbia, in Yemen, in wherever, right, pick up a ball because of some of these in Congo. All right, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in all parts of Africa, pick up the ball because of these influences that they're now seeing. And I love the Joker. I'll say this: he grew on me over time as well. But as I started to really pay attention and watch him a little bit more, I don't know about the face of the NBA. Partly because of who he is, and partly because the Nuggets are still a small market. But I do see him changing the game because he certainly has the respect of his peers.
Listen, I agree. I agree with everything that you said. I think Joker could change the game, in all honesty. What really strikes me is taking a step back away from basketball, because I don't think you can deny, like, obviously his talent. But what strikes me and really is the place that I land is just his demeanor about basketball, right? The Joker's demeanor about basketball. I think we could all learn something from it here in this country. Yeah. Joker is, you just said he's going to change the game of basketball, right? He's changing the game. And at the same time, he looks at this like a job, like a part-time job, like hey, I'm just good at it. This is basketball, but this is number 17 on my priority list. Actually, all these other things are way more important. My family, going back to my home country, doing things that I like and care about, answering these questions in front of the media doesn't matter. This trophy doesn't really matter. None of these things are really important. Even though I'm changing the game and I'm an amazing, right, talent, none of this stuff actually matters. I think he has his priorities in the right order. And for an American, somebody that like looks at sport, right, how we hold sport high, we regard it really high, like, oh, they're a champion and they're a mate. And he's just like, when's the parade? You see, I don't know if you saw that clip where he's like, are you looking forward to the parade? And he like looks over and he's like, what day is the parade? Like, when's the parade? And the guy's like Thursday. He's like, oh gosh, I just want to go home. I gotta go home.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even want the main prize. Everyone looks forward to the parade, and right, the city's on and he's thinking about going home. So just like, the guy's demeanor about the game that he's dominating, it's like it's refreshing, right?
Yeah.
It's refreshing to see, and that's why he's growing on me, even outside of just like him being a talented basketball player. Just looking at like his level of like, I don't really care about this. Yeah, thank you. I'm good, but like, I'm trying to go race these horses. I'm trying to go.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say on his priority list, 17th is basketball, but 1 through like 12th is horses.
Exactly.
Appears to be horses.
Exactly.
And then 13 is his family.
Exactly. But listen, this is what we talk about on The Good Life. This is success to him. For some people, success was winning the championship. For Jamal Murray, that was probably like top of his, and again, not a wrong thing, but it's probably like top of his list, like being an NBA champion for his life. Like, it's a big deal. Joker is just, all right, like, it's not a big deal to him. He's living the life that he wants. I'm sure he's done this, and now his family's legacy is probably set. I mean, he's made
set. The
hundreds
best
of millions of dollars.
The best part about the Joker story, in my opinion, are his brothers. His brothers they make the whole situation that much more funny, in my opinion, because just as laid back as Joker is, his brothers are not. Right?
I always hear that.
Oh, bro, they tell that the wildest story I've ever heard is how, the Morris twins, for you guys that don't know, are well known for being very tough. They're real, like, identical twins. I believe they have the same exact tattoos, etc. They've been
Philly, 215.
Oh, they real Philly. Yes.
All
Okay.
day.
You know what? I didn't know they were Philly, but that makes a whole lot of sense that they're Philly. They are very Philly.
That's Philly.
Well, let me repeat. They are very Philly. Like, if everything you think about Philly, that's the Morris twins, right? They're known for I don't know, for just being very, very tough. And I believe it was one of them, Markeith or more, whatever. One of them like pushed Joker or something, and Joker went and pushed him back. And the Morris twins, they do what they normally do, throw out a couple of threats, act all aggressive, etc. The brothers, Joker's brothers, created or bought or took out a Twitter account. I think they created a Twitter account and only used it once. Once. To respond to a tweet from one of the twins where it said, your brother started it. What is it? Your brother started it. Joker finished it. You would be best advised to leave this situation alone. End of story. Bruh, let me just tell you how gangster that is. Nobody talks to the Morris twins like that. I don't think you understand, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure they were associated with a couple murders. No, bro. There's a story in the NBA where they've been associated with the wildest things. Like,
no, they were.
You guys can look this up. But they got street cred. Let's just say that.
Sure.
They got street cred. And these dudes just respond with one tweet, and the situation just dies down. Funniest thing I've ever heard. And Joker would never do anything like that because he doesn't need to. He got two goons behind.
He got two goons as brothers. I like literally, I remember probably like twice in these playoffs that you would hear the announcer be like, and look at right, the Joker's brothers in the stands arguing with somebody, right? Like,
Yeah,
they're really getting into it over there,
Yeah.
right? Like, they're always getting into it.
Well,
Somebody's riling them
it
up.
seems the Joker brothers are tussling with the Miami crowd.
Exactly.
The whole crowd?
The whole section? They're gonna take on the whole section?
No, not the section, bro. The whole crowd. I'm like, how? Oh man, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love to see that he's just absolutely changing all of Serbia. So we're going to see. I mean, we have Victor Wembanyama, right? Another international big man with ridiculous skills coming. Bro, this is a trend. I think this is a trend. Big international men coming with ridiculous skill sets. You know, we'll see.
Change the game. It'll change the game. The NBA's always wanted to be an international sport anyway. Like, this has been the plan. I remember, I feel like I watched this on a 30 for 30 or some type of documentary where they were like, you know, David Stern, the prior commissioner, like, he planted this. Like, they knew they wanted to be international.
Absolutely.
Right. So this is not a surprise that now you're seeing a lot more young talent come from these places. You know, they were putting these junior NBA leagues in all these other countries and scouting it, and like, they, you know, the NBA is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They understand what they're doing, right?
If any sport is going to, what would you say, soccer probably is like the recognized international sport, at least when I was growing up. If any sport I think is going to overtake that, I think it'll be basketball.
Somebody out there is somebody in the comments is gonna say the NFL.
No way.
I don't think so either.
No way. It'll be basketball.
I think so.
You need a hoop and a ball, small amount of space. Like, no, it's going to be basketball. And the cool factor, right? Like, I was talking to somebody the other day about how, when you think about why the U.S. is such a powerhouse, a huge piece of that is the culture exported, particularly by Americans of color, particularly by Black Americans, right? And that includes basketball. I have students I work with from all over the world who one of the first things they ask me when they meet me is do I play basketball?
Yeah.
Listen, so that's what we'll see.
No, I agree. I've always thought it was basketball. Basketball has been a love of mine anyway, but because of the individual nature of it, you can see your hero, you can see your Steph Curry, you can see your Joker, right? You can identify with them. It causes kids to really have those role models. Football is tough to do that, right?
Can't even see their face.
You can't, but that's why they're trying, right? That's why they have all these games in like London and Germany, and right, like every season they're having more and more games in all these different countries because they're trying to build that international brand. But NBA's got it.
Yeah, I believe the NFL will continue to own the USA, but internationally speaking, the NBA has got a really, really, really strong future.
Welcome to the good life.